Content creator Caleb Simpson has millions of views on social media. He asks people personal questions about their rent, their favorite pizza, or offering them a ride, where those who get in his car get cash. In this week's Java with Jamie, he sat down with me while visiting Sydney, Australia, where his new content will soon be coming from.
Excuse me, how much do you pay for rent in New York?
Excuse me, how much do you pay for rent in New York?
Welcome to my humble abode.
So I heard you have coffee with you
Got it right here.
in Sydney, Australia. What did you get, a flat white, or what are you having?
This is a hot latte with almond milk. But I know
Nice.
Flat White's the coffee here. Also, the best coffee in the world here in Sydney, Australia. So good.
Oh, you think so? They
Yeah.
do have a lot of cafes. I'm just drinking regular Nespresso with a little vanilla creamer.
I think I'm winning.
So you are winning. Can we try to do like a cheers, since
Yeah.
that's usually in person? Cheers. Thank
Cheers.
you for having Java with Jamie.
Yeah, thanks for having
Appreciate
me.
it.
31-year-old Caleb Simpson is known for his apartment tours, mostly in New York, where he asks complete strangers what they pay for rent.
Did you always have this idea, or how did this idea come to you?
You know, I was watching this kid do like street interviews, and he was like, how much do you pay for rent? What's the most expensive thing in your home to somebody? And all these street interviews were so popular, and I was thinking, oh, I want to see more of this person's life. Like everyone's so fascinated walking around New York City, like looking up in the buildings, like, oh, what is it like in there? And when you go into people's homes, you're always like, oh, how much do you pay? And then you like walk around and you're like, this is fascinating.
He's featured everything from this $350 rent-controlled studio.
I've toured over 200 apartments in New York City, and we have officially found the cheapest one. It's $350 a month.
But it was rent controlled and like passed down for years. They kind of,
Wow.
they beat the system, which congratulations, you know, more power to you.
But then there's the apartments in the millions, like this fitness trainer who lives in a $2.5 million pad.
Yeah, is there any other secrets or anything else that I should see?
No, I don't have any secrets.
Dude, what?
One of his most popular was when Shark Tank judge Barbara Corcoran called him to be featured.
Why not? Who would ever thought that you could make a trailer look this good and have a double wide?
Her apartment in New York City is so beautiful. Also, her little trailer in LA is cool too. She's just a delight. She's so fun.
Another delight when he asked Drew Barrymore to come to his apartment, and she said yes, but then turned the tables.
Hi, how much rent do you pay?
$6,500 a month.
What was that moment like to have Drew come over to your place?
It was an idea that was in my head for a while. I thought like it would be so fun if someone came over to tour my apartment. She said yes to this. I was like, oh wow, she's like actually gonna come over to my house. And then I realized this is how everyone else feels when I go to their house and I tour their home and the cameras are there and I'm asking all the questions. And I was like, oh, this is how everyone else feels. But it was so fun.
So what did you learn from that experience?
1, Drew Barrymore is a great cuddler. 2, doing a cold plunge with somebody is way more fun than doing it by yourself. And 3, if you have an idea, you can make it come to life, you know?
He also likes asking celebrities like Jared Leto about their favorite pizza in what Simpson calls pizza review.
Yo, Jared.
Hey, brother.
What's your favorite pizza in New York?
Ooh,
You got a spot?
I got a spot.
Let's go.
Yeah, okay, this one.
We're just gonna get pie.
To go?
Classic pepperoni.
Yeah.
Can't beat it.
His third series is Cash Cab, a trivia game he runs from his Tesla.
We're picking up New Yorkers and giving them a free ride via game show. You can win cash money. Oh my god, they're good. Each question is worth $5. Which country invented tea?
For Japan.
Oh, that's so close. It was China.
He says his focus is always showcasing everyday people.
Yeah, what do you think, where do you think you've grown the most in doing this series?
Probably just not being judgmental of anyone's life in general, because everyone has their own life path and their own situation and what they're trying to build. So whatever they care about and enjoy and whatever they want to build, that's important to them. Just allow them to have it, and that's it.
I think that's such an important lesson, to not be judgmental, because we do that as humans all the time.
So much, yeah. That's what a lot of people say. They're like, why do you always go into people's homes and say this is nice and you never like judge anything? And I'm like, who am I to judge someone else's life, you know?
Well, because you're not always going to the super elite.
Exactly. Majority of my videos are just with everyday people.
Simpson has come a long way from Raleigh, North Carolina, where he shared a home with 8 siblings and was homeschooled until college.
What does your family think about all this?
Oh gosh. You know what's really funny? After me and Barbara Corcoran made a video together, I got all my family on a Zoom meeting and I was like, things are about to be a little different, I think. Like things are gonna change just like a little bit, which they've changed a little bit, not too dramatically. You know, they're just happy for me because they've seen me making videos year in and year out in New York City. Not really, you know, it's like a broke artist living in New York, basically. Like, what do I do with the camera? Type thing. So they're just happy for me.
He's not just making videos in New York. As you heard, he's in Sydney, Australia. He said he was fearful the Australians would be really mean to him.
Why?
because they're not known for, like, that's such a rude question, right? Like, he felt like Americans kind of take it on board a little bit better.
How much do you pay for rent?
But he said they were so nice. They let him in. He's now on his way to London today. He's planning to shoot some there. He shot in Miami. He was in Los Angeles yesterday. Actually came to my house. He'll be posting that content in about a week. Here he is. This was in between his stop between Sydney, Australia, LA, and now on his way to London.
Wow, and in between cuddling with Drew Barrymore. And an interesting background too, 8 siblings and being homeschooled. What an interesting guy, what a good idea.
And he's a middle child.
Why didn't we think of this?
I know, right? And we grew up watching MTV Cribs, so like we should have thought of it, but it's okay.
Well, interesting though, what he's carved out for himself.